Hi, everybody, and welcome to 6 Minute Saturday. I'm Tina Powell, C-Suite Social Media, and we are bringing you great marketing tips every Saturday in 6 minutes or less, or sometimes more. Sorry about that. Anyway, today's broadcast, we're going to be talking about how to build a target audience on LinkedIn. If you're using LinkedIn ads, or if you're contemplating using LinkedIn ads, then you want to listen and you want to tune in. So let's get to it. Let me set the timer for 6 minutes. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, 6-minute timer is starting. Happy St. Patty's Day for everybody that's celebrating. If you're here in the Northeast, that's a lot of people. So happy St. Patty's Day. I'll be celebrating too in just a little while. So let me share my screen here because I want to give you some of the visuals around what we're going to be talking about today. How to build a target audience on LinkedIn. So what we're talking about here today is specifically the ads platform of LinkedIn, and it affords you as an advertiser, as a marketer, as a business owner, as a financial advisor, the ability to reach people in a very targeted, pinpoint, laser-focused fashion. I'm going to show you what some of those what those targeting mechanisms are. But in case you're new to LinkedIn and you're not really familiar with the ads platform, it's very easy. What I say, building an audience is target audience on LinkedIn is as easy as 1, 2, 3. So this isn't complicated. If you're smart enough that you can have a LinkedIn profile, which you all should have, there's 500 million business professionals that do, then I think that you can run the ads platform pretty well. One of my clients was so intrigued. He's now gung-ho and so bullish on the concept of LinkedIn. It's why it was top of mind today. Anyway, you're going to sign into your campaign manager. I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a second. So you should be seeing this screen. This is my LinkedIn screen. It's what I see when I first sign into LinkedIn, but the ads platform's kind of varied. So you see where I have work here and the advertising. That's how you get to the features that we're going to be talking about today. So that's how you sign into the campaign manager. The next step after that is that the campaign manager is going to prompt you on the type of ad that you want to run in LinkedIn. Again, as we're talking about the target audience, we're talking about advertising on LinkedIn. You don't need a whole lot of money to do it. As a matter of fact, you can start with as little as $50 and just kind of test how your ads resonate with your particular target market. But I do think that it is worth experimenting, especially if you are a B2B and want to get in front of people that matter. So after you sign into that campaign manager and you start the ads creation process, the first thing that LinkedIn is going to ask you is what type of ad do you want to run. So here you see the sponsored content. That's to the left of the screen. That's basically the ad that occurs in the feed. Almost everybody sees it. It's marked by the word promoted. And then in the example to the right are text ads. Text ads are what appears in the sidebar. They're smaller ads, and they are denoted by the phrase ads you might be interested in. There's a third type of ad in LinkedIn, and that's called sponsored in-mail. And if you use your messaging features in LinkedIn, which is great. I think we're all using it. If you're active on LinkedIn, you're sending messages to other people. This way you don't have to have their email address where they are at work. But this is indicated by that sponsored. So again, 3 ad types: the sponsored in-mail, the sponsored contact, and the sponsored content, and the text ads. 3 different types. Now once you decide on the type, then LinkedIn, this is the the audience creation stuff. This is what we're talking about, building your target audience on LinkedIn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the fun actually starts. So, but building ads is also fun too. The audience is one of the best features here. So what many of you may not be aware of is that there's different ways to build this target audience, and target audience, the people who we want to see our ads. That's what we are defining for LinkedIn here. You can, at the top, you see you can use a matched audience. you can install a LinkedIn Insights tag, which is basically a little piece of code on your website, and you can retarget to the visitors that came to your website here right on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn will serve up the ads to the people who visited your website. That's one way to build a target audience. Another is to literally upload a list of contacts. So you would upload that as a CSV file, and LinkedIn would use that as the seed audience to show your ads. Now, the other way that I'm going to show you right now, this third way, is a more of a manual process. And this is the part that gets my clients really excited because they like to work with me to help to build that audience. And they're really fascinated by the ads platform on LinkedIn. And most of them don't know that all of these targeting features exist. So let's kind of take a look at it. Here, if you see target by the audience below, this is the third way to target. What location? You could target by location. In this case, I'm using New York City. The next targeting characteristic or feature or attributes, probably a better word, is the company size. So I can target companies from solopreneurs all the way to 200 and 2,000 employees. So in this case, you can see on the right-hand side, my estimated audience size based on this particular targeting is at 270. So I'm going to show you some of the other features. So now here, directly below the size of the company is the industries that you want to target. And here I'm targeting the industries that you see here. They are actually switch-related industries. And LinkedIn gives you the ability to select or deselect any of those. And there are lots of other options too. You see that little see full list in the blue? That's where you'll see the entire selection criteria available to you as an advertiser. And the last is some of the other targeting criteria that we didn't talk about today: company name, member schools, member groups, degrees, job title, even your company connections. So LinkedIn gives you the ability to really target that audience. A great place to also target to is the member groups. And so if you belong to particular groups, which I hope that you do on LinkedIn, it's also a great feature. That is, you can target specific groups. So keep that in mind as well. So 6 minutes are up here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you have a super Saturday. I want to thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, you can reach me at tina@csuitesocialmedia.com. I apologize for keeping you guys a little bit longer today, but I hope that you find this LinkedIn targeting audience features and ads platform. I hope that you'll give it a try and report back to me how you did. Okay, everybody have a great Saturday. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.